Welcome to Movie Story, where we bring your favorite films to life with thrilling recaps and deep dives. Our movie starts with Ben calling the ambulance to report a suicide case in his apartment, stating that he is the one who will commit suicide. Then he comes to his house, and in front of him is a paper with the names of the people he requested. The first name was Ezra, a blind employee in an online sales company. Ben calls him and tries to annoy him for no reason and provoke him, but Ezra remains very calm, thanks him for calling the company, and hangs up on him very calmly. So, Ben starts to attack those around him with his anger, and keeps repeating 7 names every now and then to calm down. Then his brother calls and asks him if he took anything from his house before he left or not. He tells him that he didn't take anything from his house. The second name is Emily. He goes to her house but doesn't find her. He learns from her neighbor that she is in the hospital undergoing heart tests. He goes there and watches from a distance for a while she is on the bed. Beta notices him. She is asleep, and then he leaves her and goes to Ben's hospital and has an appointment with a doctor there to discuss his tax situation with Ben, whose job is a tax collector. He sees a patient there, and the doctor tries to convince her to take her medicine, but fails. He goes and sits with Ben and tries to convince him to take an extension period of 6 months so he can pay his debts. Ben agrees, but before he leaves, he goes to the patient and asks her about Steward's personality and whether this doctor really deserves help or not. When she refuses to take the medicine that is making her sick, and he does not want to change her medicine, Ben orders the nurse to take care of her and says that he will pass by the hospital a lot to make sure they care for the patients. He decides to stop the extension period for the doctor because he does not deserve it. Ben passes by Emily's house in his capacity as a tax collector and tells her that she owes a large sum of money to the taxes and has not paid yet. Among the information in her file is that she has heart failure from the moment she was born, and she is on the donor list, waiting for a heart donor. In consideration of her condition, he allows her an extension of 6 months until she can pay off her arrears. She is very thankful, so he kisses her and leaves. Then he goes to Holly, who works in the family services department, and asks her for the name of a family that is in dire need of help. She gives him the name of a woman named Connie, who lives in a simple place with 2 children and is tired and has fractures because of her owner. She always accuses Hosh of anything, because she is afraid of him and afraid for her children. Ben comes to her in his capacity as a tax investigator and conducts a general investigation into her condition. He tries to help her get rid of her owner, but she refuses and leaves. Then he gets a call from Molly, saying that she had a breathing problem, fainted, and was transferred to the hospital. She found his card with her and said that she needs someone to talk to and doesn't know anyone but him. So, with his permission, she wants to talk to him for a while. She keeps talking to him until she falls asleep, and when she wakes up, she finds him sleeping next to her. Her doctor comes in and tells her that her heart muscle is worse than before, and that she has less than 6 weeks to find someone to donate a heart to her. He goes to her house, takes her dog, and goes out with it to the hotel where he is staying. Then he receives a call from Connie, telling him that she really needs help. She takes back her words, and it becomes clear that her friend had beaten her and that she had run away from her house. Ben comes and gives her an envelope and the key to his house, telling her he is on his way. She arrives, opens the envelope, and finds that he has written the whole house in her name, signed it, and it is now hers. He asks her not to call him again or try to reach him, and to try as much as possible to enjoy life with her children. He comes back and takes Emily from the hospital and takes her home. The next day, he comes back to clean her house's garden and tries to help her as much as possible. Emily takes him to look at her garage, which has the printing machines that she used to print wedding invitations before she got sick and her work stopped. They look at a very old machine that has been broken for 5 years, and she hasn't found anyone to fix it. She left it because it is very dear to her. He goes out with her and asks what she wishes for. She tells him, "I wish I could run." He spends the day taking her home. At night, he enters her garage quietly and tries to fix her machine until dawn. He returns home and sits, remembering a specific accident that happened to him on the road. He remembers his wife who died. After that, he puts on clothes and goes to the hospital and picks the bones of a little boy named Nicholas. He chooses a day because of how tired he is until Emily calls him and invites him to lunch. He goes to her, and she brings him a gift. They dance together, and he tells her that he has prepared a gift for her in the garage. She realizes that he has fixed the machine that she tried so hard to fix, but he could not, and she was very happy. He tells her that he will go and get her the rest of her gift from the car, but he finds his brother behind him. His brother quarrels with him and tells him that impersonating a government employee is a crime and that it is not right to play with people's lives in this way. We discover that he is impersonating his brother. His brother takes his tax collector card and badge from him and asks him to walk with him and explain everything to him. So, he apologizes to Emily and says, "It is late and I have to go. I am sorry." But he cannot leave her and spends the night with her until she falls asleep. Then he leaves and runs to the hospital where she is being treated. At the hospital, he meets her doctor and asks if there is any optimism or any hope regarding Emily's condition. The doctor tells him that her condition is constantly deteriorating and that the chance of finding a donor for her is very weak. Ben goes home and calls his brother. He apologizes for what he did to him on the phone and tells him that he intended to give him a gift. Then he hangs up and makes a final decision to carry out his plan. He calls the police to inform them of a suicide case, stating that he is the one who is going to commit suicide. He remembers the day he was with his wife in the car, focused on the road, and how that caused him to have an accident. This accident led to the death of his wife and an entire family in the other car. The accident killed 7 people, his wife, and 6 from the other family. So he decides that this is the way to atone for what he did. He arranges for his organs to be donated through his friend Dan. He tells Dan that he wants to donate his healthy heart and his blue eyes. After a while, Dan goes to Emily according to Ben's will. He explains to her what happened to Ben and that he decided to donate to 7 people. The first of them was Dan's brother, to whom he donated part of his lung. He also donated part of his liver to Holly. This was Ben's final will before he died. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Movie Story for more amazing movie recaps. Let us know in the comments which movie you'd like us to cover next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.